So the other night I had this dream. I was standing on top of a pyramid, arms wide, like some kind of pharaoh, and all these beautiful women were throwing pickles at me, just hurling them like I owed them deli money. No idea what that means, but I woke up and immediately thought, yeah, time to talk about the Tarantino shared universe. Because apparently, just like my subconscious, Quentin Tarantino is out here building elaborate, layered worlds full of chaos, style, and characters that all somehow know each other, and might also be cousins. Believe it or not, all of Quentin Tarantino's movies are part of a shared universe. Yeah, like Marvel or DC, but with more blood, weirder feet stuff, and nobody's wearing spandex unless it's ironic. And yes, QT himself confirmed it back in 2016. But of course, it couldn't be just one universe, because that would be too easy, and Tarantino doesn't do easy. Instead, there are two intertwined realities going on. The realer-than-real universe. This is where the bulk of his movies take place. Think Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, Inglourious Bastards, Django Unchained, The Hateful Eight, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and even True Romance, which he wrote but didn't direct. It's a slightly alternate version of our world, where people still eat burgers and talk a lot, but also where Hitler gets machine-gunned in a theater, so, a little different. Oh, and real historical figures like Charles Manson, Sharon Tate, and Bruce Lee can show up. But that doesn't mean your favorite character from Kill Bill can pop in. Because the movie in a movie universe. Tarantino says this is the universe. Characters in the real universe go see at the movies. So Kill Bill? A movie Mia Wallace from Pulp Fiction might have seen, or maybe even starred in, depending on how deep you want to go down the rabbit hole. This also includes Kill Bill Volber 1 and 2, Death Proof, From Dusk Till Dawn, Planet Terror. In this realm, it's totally cool for people to slice each other in half with katanas or fight vampires at strip clubs, because it's all fiction within the fiction, like a cinematic nesting doll, with more arterial spray. Now here's where it gets juicy. Characters and bloodlines cross these movies like they're sharing the same Thanksgiving dinner. Alabama Whitman from True Romance is mentioned in Reservoir Dogs as someone Mr. White used to work with. Vincent Vega, Pulp Fiction, and Vic Vega Dogs? Yeah, they're brothers. QT even wanted to do a Vega Brothers prequel at one point. Mr. White's real name is Larry Dimmick. Jimmy Dimmick, the coffee-stressed dude from Pulp Fiction, is likely his brother. The Scagnetti family stretches from Reservoir Dogs to natural-born killers. Captain Coons, Pulp Fiction, aka Walken's watch guy, has an ancestor, Crazy Craig Coons, showing up on a wanted poster in Django. Paula Schultz, whose grave the bride is buried in, Kill Bill Vol 2, might have been Dr. King Schultz's wife. Yeah, we're doing Tarantino genealogy now. Some fake brands even jump the border between universes like their Tarantino's version of Starbucks. Big Kahuna Burger shows up in Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, From Dusk Till Dawn, and Death Proof. Red Apple cigarettes, they're everywhere, from Kill Bill to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Geo Juice, Kill Bill, and Death Proof. Tarantino's cinematic Gatorade. And then there's Jackie Brown, which just does its own thing. It's based on an Elmore Leonard novel, so it technically lives in the Leonardverse, along with Out of Sight. QT let that one chill in its own reality, probably smoking a red apple and vibing to Delphonics. So that's the Tarantino-verse. 2 layers deep, full of blood relatives, shared brands, fake burgers, and probably one guy still bleeding out somewhere in real time while a monologue happens. If your brain's spinning faster than Mr. P, blonde dancing with a razor blade, do me a favor. Like the video, share it with someone who still hasn't seen Reservoir Dogs. Shame. And hit subscribe like it's the briefcase in Pulp Fiction and you're trying to find out what's inside. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go dodge pickles on top of a dream pyramid again. Thanks for pointing that out.